Hey folks, getting ready for the Vancouver user group, and I thought I'd walk through the demo that I'm going to be doing. A, as preparation, and B, so that way you actually can look at the video after the fact. Right off the bat, what I've got here is a form that actually has no implementation, just a bunch of controls that I've drug over and renamed. There's a text box that I've added some text. It's just some placeholder text so we can actually see it start working as we light up these artificial intelligence or machine learning algorithms to that. A table here, a table there, a couple drop downs. What we're going to do is actually use the brand new AI Builder formulas to detect the sentiment, extract entities, and extract the different keywords. So let's go ahead and get started. The easiest one is the sentiment analysis. So what we're going to do is, I think actually I have that one. Yeah, it's called sentiment. And we are going to go out and use the first of these AI Builder formulas. So if I type in AI Builder, you actually see a object name there, and I can go out and see what methods it has hanging off of it. And one is called Analyze Sentiment. Simply takes, well, by default only needs a single argument. You can actually specify the language, but in this case it will assume ENUS if you don't. So let's go ahead and actually give it that text box. And I think I have actually called it AI underscore text, AI underscore text. And this one's probably 3. So let's see if it actually highlights 3. No, it actually looks like it's 2. And what I've done is actually I've saved a couple of these versions of this form. Okay, and it did highlight, and then it's actually giving me an error. It's going ahead and saying, hey, you've got some different properties hanging off the sentiment. Which one do you want to use? And I needed to specify, I want the sentiment itself. So let's go ahead and actually say, hey, show me the sentiment. And it's going out and saying the sentiment for this block of code, which I would have actually thought was neutral. Is there any adjectives that's saying, over pride? Maybe that's negative. Anyways, it's saying it's positive. Clearly, if I go out and erase this, and we'll do it later. If I actually erase that text and put something quite negative, it will actually go out there. Now, actually, let's do that. So I'm going to go out and do Control X and go out and say angry. So if I hit enter, yeah, there we go. There's our negative, and what we'll do is we will concatenate the word angry to all the other text, and now it's mixed. Okay, that makes sense. So the next one are the phrases. I found the easiest way to look at anything that returns a table to actually go ahead and just shove it into a table or bind it to a table. So this is the phrases table. Let's go ahead and show you how you do that. So AI Builder dot, and it's extract, detect. I think it's extract. It is extract key phrases. And once again, it actually just requires a block of text. In this case, we'll use that same AI underscore text 2 and close parentheses. In this case, it wants to know that it's going to be passing in the phrases. Phrases is spelled PH. And there we go. Now, it's not showing us anything because it wants to know what column is actually being referenced. In this case, there is only one column, so it probably should have actually defaulted to it, but let's go ahead and actually tell it which one to use. In this case, phrase. Okay, so now we've got sentiment, we've got phrases. Let's go ahead and get entity extraction. Entity extraction is a lot like if you've actually played with Power Virtual Agents, where it will, giving you a block of code, it will go out and detect things like names and numbers and prices and colors and lions and tigers, oh my, maybe as animals. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this table, and I'm going to do just like I did before, AI Builder dot, and it's extract text entities. It takes a block of text as we've been doing, and we're going to go ahead and reference that same block of text that we've playing with. And in this case, that was it. It wants to know which of the sources, in this case, we're going to go out and pass in entities. And this will actually let us look at it so we can actually go out and do more interesting things. So if I go out and click on Edit Fields and choose Add Field, I have all kinds of things I can look at for this one. And once we bind it, we can actually go out and see those. So let's go ahead and click here. And probably the one I'm most interested in are the values. So the guy's name is Charles Sterling. This is actually current, an ordinal value. Organization is time. I don't know where I got time from, but that's okay. Yellow is a color. Numbers 1975. That could have been a date, but yeah, it's his number in this case because I didn't specify like January of 1975. So that makes sense. But what I want to do now is actually put the phrases in one of these drop downs and the entities in the other. So let's go ahead and take a look at which one is this one? This one is actually the phrase drop down. So we're going to do the same thing as what we've done before. AI Builder dot, in this case it was phrases. AI Builder dot extract phrases. And sorry about my alarm clock, guys. I didn't know it was going to go off. It's the top of the hour. I've got exactly 60 minutes before our user group. And what is it going to take? Same block of text as before that I've been passing in. And, oh, not one. I want two. There we go. Close parentheses. And in this case, it's phrases. And, and it needs to go out and value. And this actually defaulted to phrase. So that one's actually a lot better. And I found in some cases it doesn't want to show initially. And it's kind of weird if I actually just copy and paste this. Let's see if it works for us now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so these are the phrases that are detected in this block of text. Phrases, I think the definition are keywords that make up a search term. So there's algorithms for actually detecting key phrases. What was this one? This is entities. Just like we've done the last couple times. AI Builder dot extract text entities, open parentheses, same block of code, text. And in this case, it's going to be dot entities. And in this case, we hit enter. It doesn't know which one. In that case, it makes sense. And it actually defaulted to type. I don't want type, I want value. What we should see when we run all this is the same values that are here are in this drop down. Actually over here under value. And what we should see is the same key phrases that we saw in our table in our drop down. And what I was doing here, and actually in the sample that I'll show you, actually I'll show you the sample right now. So you can download this in the community gallery, and you'll see that the community gallery is right here under community.powerapps.com. Oh, look, there's a reminder for our user group. And this video that we're recording now is actually going to be the video that's going to be there in a couple minutes. So if I go out and do recently posted, click on this sample, and here is where you can download the sample. I've already uploaded exactly the sample in its finished state. So if I go back out and take a look at this version where it says finished and run it, you actually see that I'm taking those values and showing you how you concatenate those and parse them in case you want to do patches and whatnot to a database. So my name is Charles Sterling. I hope you can join me for the Vancouver user group. If not this one, the one going forward. And I'll see you in 60 minutes.